Ito ang inyong lingkod na nagbabalik upang magbigay ng mga balitang walang bias at pawang katotohanan lamang. Ito ang Bayang Pinas. Ang isyong ito ay naging usap-usapan sa buong bansa at iba't ibang social media platforms. Garma, inipit na naman ng ating mga tongreso o ng mga tongresman dito sa loob ng House of Crocs. Umamin siya na sa pilitang nagpakita dahil may ibibigay na pera umano upang tumistigo laban dito kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte patungkol sa kanyang administrasyon at sa nakaraang war on drugs. Dito nga natin makikita mga kaibigan kung gaano talaga katarantado itong mga congressman dito sa House of Crocs kung saan mga kaibigan ng kanilang mga resource person ay talagang iniipit upang aminin ang mga bagay na dapat naman or mga bagay naman na dapat walang mga ebidensya. Dito nga natin makikita mga kaibigan na dahil dito rin sa salapi na tinutukoy natin ay talagang nalalaglag itong mga resource person at sa pilitan nilang or tinatawag natin napipilitan silang pumunta dahil nga sa mga pera kapag sila ay aamin at magtitistigo laban dito kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ngunit sa kalaunan, dahil hindi nila kinaya mga kaibigan na ganito ang ginagawa ng Kongreso ay inamin din naman nila na sila ay pinilit at babayaran. Kaya na lamang sila nagpapakita dito sa mga hearing ng mga congressman. Kaya namang itong si Congressman Abante ay tila ba nagulat dahil nga mga kaibigan, imbis na or ang usapan nila nitong si Garma na ito ay hindi nila sasabihin ang mga bagay na iyon na siya ay babayaran kung siya ay testigo. Kaya na lamang itong si Congressman Abante ay bumahag na naman ang Yagba at tila ba ang Abante niyang apelyido ay umatras. Kaya na lamang hindi maiwasan ng ating mga netizen at mga mamamayan na magbigay ng kanilang mga hinaing at opinyon. In my opinion, Gomez will do good in showbiz than in Congress. He is a very good example of showbiz personalities who are politician aspirant that their ambition doesn't match their talents. Sayang lang ng opportunity na sana ang nakaupo dyan sa Congress ay yung qualified who can contribute better. Gusto niya raw ayusin problema ng bansa. Yan ang pagmumukha niya. Napakalaking problema. Di raw siya korte. Gusto niyo ba maging resource person? Ayaw. Punta ka lang dyan para sermonan at pagalitan ni Tatang. Daig pa niya ulyaning lola ng kapitbahay ko. Congressman Abante, bakit mo naman pinipilit ang resource speaker na incriminate herself? Hindi makatarungan ang iyong pagtatanong. Kung may goods ka, idemanda mo. Resource person, ipinakontempt di daw dapat mag-oath taking. Karapatan daw yan ng resource person. Dapat binabasa nila ang ruling bago sila magtanong. Abusado ang mga nag-iimbestiga. Dalhin sa korte kung totoong may ebidensya. Huwag puro pambubuli at pananakot. Huwag kayong papadala sa mga yan. Sabi ng Korte Suprema, ang warrant na ibinigay ng plenary ay walang bisa at hindi kinakilala ng Korte Suprema. Ang yabang nitong Atras Abante na to, kala mo napakalinis. Swerte ka lang kasi malakas amo mo. May kasabihan tayo, bulog ang mundo at ito'y umiikot at makakarma rin kayong lahat na mapanghusga. Well, para nga sa kabuang detalye at impormasyon ay panoorin na lamang ang buong video. At salamat na rin sa ating mga solid viewers sa walang sawang pagsuporta. At kung bago ka lamang sa ating channel ay syempre huwag kakalimutan mag-subscribe, pindutin ang notification bell, piliin na rin ang all upang laging maging updated sa mga balitang bago, totoo at walang bias dito sa channel ng Bayan, ang Bayang Pinas. Huwag din pong kakalimutang mag-iwan ng like at i-share ang ating mga videos. Muli po, maraming salamat and God bless.
That she is not lying.
Sabi niya, magpi-PCSO ka na. Alam mo ba na ang board secretary niyo dyan ay involved sa drugs? Sabi ko, oh? Sabi ko, oo, tinago lang ng mga class 83 yan dyan. That's his term to me. Yeah, kinuwento niya sa akin.
Nagkwento ni
Yes,
Colonel
sir.
Padilla.
Nagkwento si Sir Leonardo sa amin. Marami nakarinig niyan, sir.
Okay.
So, doon ko nalaman
inaamin mo that
most
you knew
likely
all about it and you were involved?
This is this afternoon doon kay Colonel Marcos. Colonel Marcos, kasi na-establish na yun, di ba? May jurisprudence na with regards to Supreme Court ruling, na walang compelling reason to apply for such warrants sa jail. Na-establish na yun. And second is question of deponent. No? Establish na rin yun. Now, kaya nga, pinaimbitahan natin si Colonel Laragay in the next hearing at saka yung deponent nyo. Yung deponent mo na you mentioned doon sa tatlong search warrant na in-applyan nyo doon sa kay Egay Alvarez, kay Mayor Espinosa at saka doon sa bahay. So para malinaw tayo doon, this will be a lesson to everyone na hindi pwede yun. At saka, establish na yun, question of deponent, dapat may direct knowledge. Wala siya doon sa kulungan. Paano, anong intel report na sa pinagsasabi niyong deponent has dapat may direct knowledge. Now, balikan ko lang po yung 5.1 billion ni Kerwin Espinosa as alleged by Colonel Marcos kanina po. Alam mo, Colonel Marcos, pinatawag ko talaga yung sinasabi mong tao from the AMLAC na nakausap mo. He's not a lawyer. Yung isa po lawyer, but a year ago, wala na po sa AMLA. Ngayon, nandito po, yung isang tao, nakausap mo rin si Mr. Art Bacoli. Mr. Art Bacoli, kindly take the seat. Para tapusin na natin to. Colonel Marcos.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, Mr. Art Bacoli, are you still with the AMLA?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I have not taken your oath, please.
Not yet, sir.
Chairman, can we...
Comsec, please administer his oath.
Sir, please raise your inquiries. So help you God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Please, kindly state your name and your circumstances with the ALMA.
I am Mr. Artemio Baculi, Financial Investigator of the Anti-Money Laundering Council, sir.
Thank you. Have you met Colonel Marcos in Leyte?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
September of 2016.
Kita mo, Colonel Marcos, mas na-recall niya. Ikaw hindi mo matandaan kahit buwan mo lang at saka year. Now, during this afternoon's hearing, Colonel Marcos claimed that there's a 5.1 billion being freezed by AMLA with regards to the properties and cash of Kerwin Espinosa. And that data, as alleged by Colonel Marcos, came from the AMLA when you visited Leyte with Colonel Marcos. Is it correct?
No, sir.
No.
The frozen amount did not reach billion, sir.
Sorry.
The total amount frozen did not reach billion, sir.
Oh, Colonel Marcos. And it was also confirmed this afternoon when we asked the AMLA for the actual data. Maliit po yung kay Kerwin. And now, the person you have met in Leyte is telling this committee that you are not telling the truth. Yung pinakita mo sa akin dito is all about newspaper reports, Inquirer.
Mr. Chair, first, mari pong nagkamali po ako sa pagkaintindi ko. Pasensya na po sa taga-AMLA. I apologize po, sir. Kasi po nung makita ko po yung newspaper clippings, kala ko po yun na po yung whole amount. Yung kasi ang labing lumabas po na news article, GMA, Inquirer, pertaining po sa laundered money na 5.1 billion. So, Attorney, pasensya na po. I apologize.
It's okay, Colonel.
And you apologize to this committee because this is an open hearing And Colonel Marcos, kanina nga muntik na kita mapakontempt eh. Inintay na nga ako ni Chairman Akop eh. Dahil dun.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize to this honorable committee for assuming, sir, the figure amount of 5.1 billion.
Okay. Personally, your apologies taken.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I do not know from Chairman Akop. Anyway, Chairman, last na lang po. Ito, with regards to Kerel Bilila, pasensya na po. Kasi it's around mag-12 o'clock na po in the evening. So, pasensya po, you will be asked by the members in the next hearing siguro. No? And I just like to, yes, do you want to say something?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pasensya na po, pasensya na po. Anyway, ganito lang po, kanina I was so emotional when I talked to, especially those PNP officers present in this hearing. Kasi po, nakita niyo na po, si Colonel Garma has executed her affidavit. Kulang pa po. Pero alam nyo, isa-supplement yun ng iba pa. Kaya ako, I suggest, eto, depende sa inyo. Alam ko, sabi nga ni Chairman Akop, kumakalat ng text sa inyo na huwag gumamin doon sa payments. Pero pag may nag-execute ng affidavit, bahala kayo, problema niyo yan. Kasi as of now, may affidavit na kaming hawak. Kailan wala lang tayong time. Next hearing, ipapatawag namin lahat. Kasi kumpleto na po kami doon. Kaya nga pati service record nyo, pinakuha ko na, kumpleto na kami. Pati yung mga deaths and killings related to drugs. But of course, we need an official record from the PDEA. Pero mayroon na po kami. Kaya nga diretso ko sinabi kanina na except for Colonel Bilila, iba yung case niya. Colonel Patay, di ba you committed last hearing during the human rights that you will submit all the list of those personnel that you brought in from Davao to QC?
Your Honor, I already mentioned some of the names of...
Hindi kompleto yun, Colonel Patay.
It was the other names that I did not mention was mentioned by some of your colleagues. I cannot remember the name, Mr. Chair.
You cannot anymore remember?
I
the
cannot
names?
remember the name of your colleague who mentioned the names of my personnel that I failed to mention during the first meeting.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, may I ask the COMSEC of the Committee on Human Rights to retrieve all the list, all the names that was mentioned during the hearing dun sa Committee on Human Rights with regards to PNP personnel brought by Colonel Patay in Station 6. Alam mo, Colonel Patay, may mga pulis dyan na mag-testify. Hindi ba tao? Kaya, yun yung sinasabi ko. We don't want to do this, but you have to cooperate. Now, if you don't want to cooperate, wala kami magawa. Diba? We'll be forced to follow our internal rules. Ganun din po sa mga Colonel Grialdo, Pitalio, kay Barandong, tsaka yung sa iba pa kasi next hearing, imbitahan na po namin yung iba pa. Pati mga underclass nandyan. I hope. But of course, we cannot force you to issue an affidavit, but sabi ko na nga, siyempre harapin yung consequences. Chairman, thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, before...
The second to the last is...
Hindi, ano lang to, briefly lang.
Okay, Congressman Fernandez.
Kasi sinimulan mo na rin lang, naglilinis na rin tayo. It all started with the PCSO. And during our investigation, marami nag-come out na, ng mga information about mga generals, mga former generals, mga colonels that are involved with the operation of the STL. Alam mo, medyo nakakalungkot to that even our PNP officials, members, ay nai-involve sa ating STL. Ang mabigat po, Mr. Chairman, yung STL na legal ay nagkakaroon ng paghahati sa legal at illegal. So, Madam Garma, may tatanong lamang po ako sa inyo. Since na andito na po tayo, nililinis na po natin ang lahat, no? Especially our PNP organization. Ito po ba si Colonel Maristelo Manalo, collector at operator ng STL sa Isabela, Pangasinan, Batangas? Can you please confirm this?
Mr. Chair, ang alam ko lang po, yung kapatid po niya.
Yung kapatid niya, ang prod niya.
Sa Pangasinan lang po in Isabela. As to Batangas, hindi ko po alam.
Doon sa Grand 888 STL.
Kung yun ang name, I cannot recall the name. Basta po, Mr. Chair, Pangasinan and Isabela, kapatid po niya ang isa sa
Operator.
incorporator at
Operator.
operator.
Yes. O kasi yung incorporator, yung kapatid niya, tapos ang sila nag-ooperate ng mga STL doon. Correct?
And, kasi po, mga 2 buwan lang po na lang ako nung nag-assume sila ng operation. So, for now, I cannot answer kung sila po. Pero kung yan, company na yan po hanggang ngayon ang may hawak po ng Isabela at saka Pangasinan. So, yun po, Mr. Chair.
Yung po sa Cebu, si Colonel Ochabe.
I'm not aware, Mr. Chair, kasi when I left PCSO, iba po ang operator po ng Cebu. Is that what Cebu, Mr. Chair? Cebu City, Cebu Province po ba, Mr. Chair?
Yung pong dito po sa management ng Batangas, Colonel din, resign na siya. Nag-resign na sila. Ito, mga resign na to, ha? Siguro, kaya sila nag-resign dahil nga meron na silang negosyong ganito. Si Colonel Lawrence Cahipe.
Mr. Chair, I think it's not during my time po. Iba
Pero-
po ang may-ari ng Batangas during my time po.
Pero, nag-ooperate.
I just do not know now, Mr. Chair.
Si Tony Ong ng Quezon. Kilala mo si Tony Ong?
No, Mr. Chair.
Candelaria, Quezon.
I have not,
Nag-ooperate din siya ng STL doon.
I have not encountered that name during my time, Mr. Chair.
Alright. Mr. Chairman, kasi marami mga list dito and these are the prominent people that I have seen. Meron pa po dito that actually we should have discussed this kanina po, but unfortunately yun na nga po, nakatanggap tayo ng affidavit kay Miss Rohina Garma. Kaya the reason why we haven't asked the PCSO and all these officers as well. But rest assured that we will go with that, no? Unless that you have cooperated with all of us. We hope the last man standing is not a woman. Nakakaya. Isa pang babae ang tumayo para manindigan at linisin ang ating kapulisan. We hope. Sana tumayo din po tayo at panindigan po natin ang katotohanan. Colonel Villela, wala na lang po talagang oras pero we have already they have already executed an affidavit knowing the transfer of that $100,000. So we're just reminding all of you, no, that evidence come in this Quadcom without even lifting a hand for all of us. Sana po pag-isipan po ninyo. Yun lang po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. And finally, the chair of the Committee on Human Rights, Congressman Abante, you are recognized. You have 2 hours.
Sa wakas, kanina pa ako naghihintay, puro interjections tong ginagawa sa akin dito. Anyway, Colonel Garma, alam ko, pagod ka na, no? All of us are, di ba? Kaya na ba tayong 10 o'clock in the morning, no? Pero siguro, ako palagi nagra-wrap up eh. You know, thing is this, kanina, when Congressman Chua asked you why you were crying, you said you had time for a week to reflect on these things. And because of that, you decided to change and make a formal statement, di ba? Then you said that you made mention of what the Lord Jesus said in the Bible, that the truth shall set you free. Di ba?
Yes.
The truth shall set you free. Of course, when the Lord Jesus Christ mentioned that, he was referring to his word, perfect word, holy word, while your word is not holy. But it is truthful, as I can see. Mukhang nakalimutan natin kasi kanina, sa affidavit mo, you mentioned that you were invited to serve as a resource person in the Quadcom regarding the investigation into the war on drugs of the previous administration, and you mentioned about the deaths of 3 Chinese inmates at the Davao Penal Colony. So will you not please tell us the truth about that? Because your name was mentioned. Now, you said the truth shall set you free. So please, tell us now the truth about those Chinese drug lords that were killed by 2 PDL, and those PDL were given 1 million pesos by a certain Art Narsoles, of which you are romantically linked. Now, please tell us the truth right now about that.
Mr. Chair, during that time po, nag-iisip sila na kung ano po yung, alam niyo sa PNP, uso yung pasalubong. Everyone, they know that, Mr. Chair, kung may darating na bagong opisyal, kailangan may impact project, like pa-impress. Isa po yan, yung 3 Chinese, Mr. Chair, na it's well, I think hindi ko narinig ang planning, but I think yan po ang naging resulta ng pag-uusap po ni Padilla when he reported to Sir Leonardo sa CIDG, because I heard him giving names, list kay Sir Leonardo, saying na involved lahat ito sa drugs. So I think dun siguro, ito po pananaw ko lang po ha, dun siguro nag-start yung pag-conceptualize doon. And with regards to the reward, yeah, narinig ko rin po yun na may reward. Yung trabaho na yon. In fact, nakwento ni Sir Leonardo nga na nag-congratulate si Presidente.
Oh, ano sabi niyo?
Nag-congratulate si Presidente
Narinig
kay
niyo
Padilla.
yun?
Yeah, kinuwento niya sa akin.
Nakwento ni
Yes.
Colonel Padilla.
Nagkwento si Sir Leonardo sa amin. Marami nakarinig niyan, sir.
Okay.
So, dun ko nalaman
inaamin mo that
most
you
likely
knew
nga.
all about it and you were involved? Is that what you're saying?
Hindi po ako involved, but I heard na lang po na ganun yung nangyari at may pa-thank you na nangyari na nakausap si Padilla according to Sir Leonardo na ginawa daw ni Presidente, which is yun naman din nasabi ni Padilla, kaya baka ho, totoo. Wala po ako doon na nangyari yun, but kinuwento kasi.
At least you mentioned some truths to it, no? Of course, you knowing Art Narsoles,
Yes po.
who was very much involved, even in the giving of the reward. Narinig niyo yun, di ba?
Yes, sir. Kilala ko siya, sir. Actually, during that time po, wala na po kaming relationship.
Wala na.
That time po na nangyari yung sa Chinese po, wala po kami.
Do you know where he is now?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair.
Kasi iniimbita namin siya, walang nangyayari. Anyway, I'm so glad that you said something about that. Now, how about the death of General Wesley Barayuga? Tell us the truth about
Yes, sir.
that.
I don't know, sir, kung you can come up with a theory on this. But as,
No, I'm not very into any theory. I do not want a theory. I want the truth.
Yeah, I am explaining kasi up to now, puzzle din po sa akin. After I heard the testimony of General Pinili that he talked with Yusek Kitain and Senator Bongo, dun ko pinagpitakpi yung sarili kong analysis on the dun po sa information. Because po March, when the President announced that I will assume as General Manager of PCSO, si Dongail po, na classmate ko, ay nag-text sa akin. Clarence Dongail, who is nasa Bilibid po, Mr. Chair. Nag-text siya sa akin na, "Oh, Bok, magpi-PCSO ka na pala." Sabi niya. Ay, hindi, text po, tawag po yun. Magpi-PCSO ka na pala, gumano.
Sino sabi siya?
Clarence Dongail po. Clarence Dongail. That time po, maraming tumatawag na classmate ko sa akin. I do not know kung saan nila kinukuha ang phone number ko. I think everybody knows my phone number during that time. He called me. Sabi niya, magpi-PCSO ka na. Alam mo ba na ang board secretary niyo dyan ay involved sa drugs? Sabi ko, oh? Sabi ko, oo, tinago lang ng mga class 83 yan dyan. That's his term to me. Tapos sabi ko, hindi ko alam yan. Sabi ko, oo, kasi yung mga, nagkwento na siya, sir, marami na siyang kwento. So, ang ginawa ko lang, sir, I relayed it kina, sir.
And he mentioned the name of General Barayuga.
Opo, sabi niya, Barayuga, kasi napang-abot daw niya po. Nagpang-abot niya po nagpang-abot po sila daw sa kung saan yung na-assign pa si General Barayuga at saan siya na-assign din noon nung junior officer pa siya before siya nakulong. So what I did only, sir, since I don't have the resources to validate or whatever, I just nirelay ko lang po ang info for validation.
It's common knowledge, Colonel Garma, that you and General Barayuga has some altercations, di ba?
No, Mr. Chair.
That there's some things that you do not agree on.
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ano
Okay
yun?
po.
Ano yun? Ano yung
Okay po
totoo?
yung friendship namin ni Sir Barayuga. We don't argue, we didn't argue, Mr. Chair.
So you do not argue with him as far as the operations of the STL is concerned?
Wala po kasi siyang hand doon, board secretary po siya. He just handles yung mga board resolution, take notes of the board meeting, no decision making, Mr. Chair. So,
Is it true that you were the one that provided the pictures of Barayuga to Lieutenant Colonel Mendoza?
no, Mr. Chair, I did not.
You did not provide any picture at all?
No, Mr. Chair, I did not.
Okay. You mentioned former General Pinili. Is he there? Yes. General Pinili, will you please come over and tell us about what Colonel Garma said? Sapagkat binanggit ka niya eh. So, sabi nga ang iyong participation dito kung meron.
Your Honor, I'm a former chairman of PCSO, Anselmo Simeon P. Pinili, and I am very sad.
Did you take your oath yet? Have
Yes,
you?
Your
Okay,
Honor.
go ahead.
I'm very sad that the former GM said that my honorable classmates was involved in drugs. And I hope that she is not lying, because my classmate lifestyle is, for me, is so simple. He has no car. He walks. And after retirement, he always been employed. So during my experience with him, when he prays,
You still have saying something here, General. But you're saying that you're the classmate of General Barayuga?
pardon, sir?
You were. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
I'm
will
the
you
classmate.
please, Colonel Garma, will you please repeat what you said a moment ago when you mentioned General Pinili? Will you please repeat that so he could be able to hear what you said?
Last hearing po,
Yes.
when the chair po mentioned of meeting after the death of General Barayuga, he mentioned of meeting Senator Bongo and Yusek Kitain, and he also mentioned yung kanyang theory, like saying that